The fifth precept of the church, the last one, is you shall help provide for the needs of the church. This is not quite the same thing as saying you shall tithe, but it is saying that you need to. Every person has to take the obligation upon themselves to help provide for the physical and other needs of the church. I think this one's often forgotten, that it's actually a precept of the church. There's no number attached to it. And I think that that's obviously wise, that the church doesn't say, you must give this many dollars every year. You must give this much percent every year. Because I think this would be burdensome to people, and we don't always have control over our finances. But the person who's not aware of it or not intentionally engaging in it isn't actually living the full life of discipleship to which they are called. We're called to provide for the needs of the church. Why? Well, not necessarily because we need the church to have nice decorations, or we need to provide all sorts of ministries and things like this. Obviously we do have to do that, but the real reason is a personal reason on each one of us. We need to provide for the needs of the church because it's good for us. Actually, that's what discipleship is all about. Any organization that we belong to, we would have no qualms of paying the dues. Like, I pay and I'm in. And if I don't pay, I'm not in. But even more so, if I'm following Jesus, this is something even different that happens now. It's not just paying the club dues, but it's actually saying, Jesus, I trust you and I thank you. I thank you for everything that you've given me. Everything you've given me is from you. Everything I have is from you. I don't have anything of my own. And I'm gonna show my gratitude by giving some of that back to you. It's also a way of trusting the Lord. A good tithe is one that we realize and recognize that I could do something good with this money. I could pay down my student loans. I could save up for a new car. I could take my family on a nicer vacation. All these things which are really good. And it's saying, all right, I'm going to trust the Lord. I want to trust the Lord with my finances because I'm attempting to trust him with my entire life. Another reason why there's not a money attached or a percentage attached. It doesn't say 10%, 20%, 5%. Because really, if we look back in the New Testament, the Acts of the Apostles, that was an Old Testament thing. The Old Testament, the Jews, they gave 10%. What did the Christians give? Everything. The early believers came and they sold everything, placed it at the disposal of the apostles, who distributed it as was needed. That was actually the call. Now, that's not the practice today. That's not what the church asks of us. Nor do I want to take all of your money and try to distribute it evenly amongst everybody. But to be intentional about our finances is part of discipleship, part of following Jesus more closely. And that's the fifth last precept of the church that we'll be talking about